A classic Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation emerges in 18 American Continental Chess Championship 2025 STD Round 10, setting the stage for an intriguing battle. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight c3. On d5. On takes d5. On takes d5 transposed into Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation. Bishop g5. Bishop e7. On e3. On h6. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop h4 played by Shankland. Bishop g4. Threatening bishop takes d1. Queen c2 played by Shankland. King castled kingside. On h3. Threatening pawn takes g4. Bishop e6 played by Oparin. Knight f3. Knight c6. On a3. Knight e8 it is novelty move. Threatening bishop takes h4. Bishop g3 played by Shankland. Bishop d6. Bishop d3. Bishop takes g3. On takes g3. Queen d6. Threatening queen takes g3 check. On g4 played by Shankland. Queen g3 check. King d2. Queen takes g2 check. Bishop e2. Shankland wants to play. Rook ag1. Queen takes h1. Rook takes h1 and establish a winning position. Queen g3 played by Oparin. Rook af1. Queen d6. On g5. On h5. Knight h4. Knight e7. On g6. On f5. Knight g2. Knight f6. Threatening knight takes g6. Knight f4 played by Shankland. Bishop d7. Bishop d3. On c5. On takes c5. Queen takes c5. Queen b3. King h8. Queen b4. Threatening queen takes c5. On b6 played by Oparin. Rook hg1. On a5. Threatening pawn takes b4. Queen d4 played by Shankland. Rook a d8. Rook g5. Bishop c8. King c1. King g8. Rook d1. Queen takes d4. On takes d4. Rook d6. Rook dg1. On h4. Bishop c2. Knight e4. Threatening knight takes g5. Rook h5 played by Shankland. Rook ff6. Oparin is planning to play. Knight takes c3. On takes c3. Knight takes g6 and gain a significant edge. Bishop b3 played by Shankland. Shankland wants to play. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d5 and take decisive advantage. Knight takes c3 played by Oparin. On takes c3. Bishop b7. Threatening knight takes g6. Rook hg5 played by Shankland. On b5. King d2. Bishop c6. Bishop d1. King f8. Bishop h5. Knight c8. Rook e1. Rook d7. Bishop f3. Knight d6. Pause the video and find the best move for Shankland. Knight h5 is the right idea because Rook e7. Knight takes f6. Knight c4 check. King d1. Knight b2 check. King d2. Shankland have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main game. Shankland is looking to play Rook h5. Rook takes g6. Knight takes g6 check and establish a winning position. Knight d6 played by Oparin. Rook e5. Slightly worse move played by Shankland. Shankland is looking to play King e2. On b4. On takes b4. On takes b4. Rook h5. King g8. On takes b4 and take decisive advantage. Rook e7 played by Oparin. King d3. Shankland is aiming to play Rook h5. King e8. Bishop takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight c4 played by Oparin. Oparin is looking to play Rook takes e5. On takes e5. Knight takes e5 check and gain a significant edge. Rook takes e7 played by Shankland. King takes e7. Bishop takes d5. Knight takes a3. Bishop takes c6. Rook takes c6. Rook takes f5. Knight b1. Rook takes b5. Rook takes c3 check. King e4. Knight d2 check. King f5. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Oparin. Knight b3 is logical continuation as Rook b7 check. King d6. Rook b6 check. King d7. Rook b7 check. King d6. Still Oparin is losing. Let's go to the main variation. King f5. Shankland is aiming to play Knight d5 check. King d6. Knight takes c3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook c4. Slightly worse move played by Oparin. Rook b7 check. King d6. Rook takes g7. Knight b3. Rook a7. Knight takes d4 check. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Shankland. King g4 is the right idea because Rook c1. Rook takes a5. Rook g1 check. King h5. King e7. Rook a7 check. Shankland have small advantage. Let's explore the main game. Knight takes d4 check. King g5. Slightly worse move played by Shankland. Rook c5 check. King g4. Pause the video and find the best move for Oparin. Knight f5 is a strong choice, since Rook a6 check. King e7. Rook a7 check. King d6. Rook a6 check. King e7. Still Oparin is losing. Let's go to the main line. King g4. Shankland considers playing on g7. Rook c8. Rook takes a5 and seizes the initiative. Rook c1 is not the best move played by Oparin. Rook takes a5. Rook g1 check. King h5. King e7. Rook a7 check. King d6. Rook f7. Knight c6. On g7. Shankland wants to play Knight g6. King c5. On promotes to queen at g8 and take decisive advantage. Knight e7 played by Oparin. King h6, a masterful performance by Shankland.